Oh wow. Welcome back. It's time to get the braces cut out, and I'm going to glue the cross braces together. I don't think I'm going to be gluing the braces onto the top of the guitar. No, probably not. We'll see. Let's go do it. Cutting to there was probably a bit unnecessary, but I realised halfway through the cut that this bit will produce finger braces, whereas if I took the whole of that, this is much wider than a finger brace, and I'd sort of be wasting wood. I mean, yeah, I'd be wasting a strip of wood that big, but I want to get another set of braces out of these, so it seemed to make sense at the time. I've just realised I've twisted the whole thing round. It's that one! I have got these marked, by the way. Oh, actually I've got it marked right where I'm cutting out. X1. Put a little arrow up that way. I think I'll cut it out in situ so that I can sight along the brace, just make sure I get it accurate. Getting the angle right on this joint is probably the trickiest bit, actually. pull saws digging in. Goes through the work very quickly, this saw. Got to be very gentle. Well, that was easy enough. I think I'll just file the bottom out. But how tight a fit do we have? Again, I probably need to mark which end this is going to go. I've actually marked X2 on this. For the next bit, that's snug, but it's not a press fit. It's not tight. There is some play for the next half of the joint. Oops, of course, it goes that way. For the next part, I will cut inside the line and feather it to get a tighter fit. I don't want the top part of the joint too tight because I don't want the wood pushed apart and cause a back bow. I'm going to very carefully flip this that way to keep the angles the same, just so that I can mark. And in fact, we'll just score that side of the cut. I'll make sure I cut well inside, well I say well inside the line, 0.5 millimetre inside the line here. I've just realised I've got to mark the depth. I think I've got a full millimetre inside now. I don't think I really wanted to go this far in, did I? Yeah, I've got a little bit of fettling to do, I think. Oh well. I mean, yeah. The idea is to creep up on the correct width, but I think I'm creeping up from too far away. But better safe than sorry, I guess. This will be way too tight. I suspect that is too tight. Yeah, way too tight. Although, it will go very, very slightly. Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe it wasn't as tight as I thought it was. That was almost a millimetre inside the line, it seemed. But maybe my pencil line was a good deal outside. That, at the moment, is quite a good joint. I just need to tunnel down a bit. The angle is just, well, I was going to say the angle's fractionally off. It's, oh, actually, maybe it isn't. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, hopefully you can see this, but there's a 3mm gap there. It needs to be over that way. So I am going to shave a tiny little bit off here and here, which will loosen it up fractionally, and then it'll just twist it round a little bit if I can get it apart. So I'll take it off this piece. So I'm going to just go that way and that way, like so. That really is a tiny amount. Wow. That's brought it bang on. So now we've just got to tunnel down, as it were. Oh. Still quite tight. I'll take some off this side. Nearly. Edit. We'll come back when that's level. That's about as perfect as I can get it, really. Pretty pleased with that, and it's a tight joint, so we're ready to glue. as always, there's plenty of glue to squeeze out. I don't really want glue on my template. Still the perfect angle. Don't know how we check whether it's still the perfect angle. I will actually, yeah, I will just take the clamp off momentarily. Just going to see. Come on. Just see whether clamping it affected the angle at all. No, that's perfect. And it's still flat. It seems traditional to strengthen the top of the joint here, because this is the weakest part of the joint when it's being flexed away. These two end grain edges could separate there, so it's traditional to put a piece of cloth over there and glue it down, but I think that looks really untidy. I also question whether it's absolutely necessary, because there's still quite a lot of strength in this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a piece of walnut, the same material that the back of the guitar is going to be made of. You won't be able to see this inside the guitar that easily, but I just think it will look a little bit better. I'm going to put some more pieces once the glue's dried. I'll put some more pieces either side just to make it a little bit more presentable, and I'll do a little bit of a carve on it. But this is just a very thin piece, 1mm. It's not adding significantly to the mass here, and a bit of this will be carved away. We are going to be carving the braces away, so some of this will disappear. Being the I was going to say perfectionist, but possibly pedant, I'm just going to put a little bit across the middle there, so that when I apply the clamp again, I'm going to just clamp. This is just to stop this sliding around when I clamp it, just holding it in place. I'm going to make sure there are 2 layers of masking tape over the top, so that I can apply even pressure. And we'll put it back in the clamp. I'm just trying to get this mitered in. I don't know whether miter is the right word here, but I'm just trying to get the angle to butt join another piece of walnut up against this. Now this is complete affectation. There is no need for this, because this strip here provides all the strength for this joint, but I just want to butt another piece of walnut up against it, just to make it prettier, and when I carve the braces it just means there are no hard edges. It's all nice and smooth, which cosmetically, cosmetics is the main reason, but if you're reaching inside the sound hole to do anything, then I don't want any hard edges. And if you put a mirror in, you'll be able to see the lovely work. Yeah, I know. I find this saw very awkward. There we go. It's very sharp, but that means it bites, and yeah, anyway. But it does give incredibly clean edges when used in a mitre block. When used freehand, maybe not. Right, that's good. I think I've overdone the super glue there. This is going to go everywhere. And I'll probably lose the ability to use my iPhone fingerprint recognition. Yeah, that's not so good. I think for this one I will use something to spread the glue. Yes, one drop is too much. It looks untidy, but this is going to get a carve. I am also going to put another layer on top, a smaller layer. It just means that when I shape the braces, I won't have any hard edges. It'll all blend in. This is completely non-structural, but it'll just make me feel a bit happier that cosmetically it looks good. There we go. So that's now going to go on there. And then we'll put 2 more pieces either side. It's overkill, but it'll just look really neat when it's carved. Now going to drill a series of holes in the template. The holes around the rosette will locate the template on the guitar top, it'll centre it on the rosette, and then the remaining holes will be so that I can draw the positions of the braces on the guitar top. This is going to take a while, but I'm going to square off these holes. Yeah, the holes are only just big enough actually. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. I'm going to square off these holes so I can draw pencil marks where the braces go. We'll leave that there for now. Obviously we're going to be gluing these up. That might not be in the next video. I might start working on the neck. I might joint the back. There's certain things I want to do well in advance to let the wood settle down. For instance, I want to make sure the neck is all glued up before I do the carve, well in advance, to give it time to settle so there's absolutely no movement. So who knows what we'll do next, but oh, maybe suggestions in the comments. But we'll see you in the next video, whatever that is. Bye!